Good afternoon, everyone. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning. Well, just as expected, we finished the driveway in about 4 hours. We've been here for 6 hours, and there were some things that we had to do that took up the other 2 hours, but we took about 4 hours total clean time on this driveway. We did have a lot of tannin stains that we had to remove. We also had a lot of mold and mildew. You guys can refer to the previous video and you can see the shape that the driveway was in. We also had some oil stains, excuse me. So we had to do a lot of heavy degreasing to try to bring up some of those oil stains. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you the driveway now, take you through a walkthrough, show you some of the equipment that I use and some things that could be helpful to you. If you are a pressure cleaner out there, I strongly suggest, highly suggest, going with the muck boots. I went with the Chore boot, and it is a stand-up, comfortable boot to be in all day long. Previous to that, I was using the Extra Tough deck boots. They're shrimp boots. They lasted a couple of years. They're great. They've got a chevron sole on them, and they work. They're a little bit more of a lower end boot. The muck boots are a higher end boot. They're not inexpensive, but they are really quality. You can look at that up online, muckboot.com, and find out where you can get those. I also strongly suggest getting a resin band watch. I use the G-Shock, and there it is. You can see it's a resin band, and it does not get affected by the sodium hypochlorite, which is really, really important. Now, with that being said, there is one thing that you want to be careful of, and that's bug spray. For some reason, bug spray affects the resin band, but these things are bulletproof watches. They're a great beater watch. They're relatively inexpensive. You can get a nice one for a couple $100 and be proud of the watch that you're wearing and not have to get your really good watch dirty. We need a watch for one reason and one reason only. Number one, when you're priming your pump in the beginning, you need to let that run for at least about 45 seconds to a minute. And that way you don't have any cavitation issues. Number two, when you lay your solution on, you've got about a 15-minute dwell time. So when you're working sections, it's really important to know how long that's been setting up. Also, it'll give you a good idea of when you need to rinse plants off. So time is crucial, very important out here. We also don't want to be wasting time, and we don't want to be taking forever as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the driveway now. You guys can see in my trailer that I have a blower there. Really important to have yourself a blower, and that way you can blow things off. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the driveway now, and you can see a little bit of water down there. But as you can see, guys, this driveway came out absolutely spectacularly. Now, there are some areas where I'm going to need to rinse, where the sand is built up, and you may be able to see those. That is the driveway. It looks like I'm seeing some black here, but only in the video. This is beautiful concrete color right here. What you see here is just absolutely spectacular. Really, really beautiful. There's not a mark or shading on this whatsoever. We used a 12% sodium hypochlorite with an ANH oxy-based solution. Surfactant to help that SH stick on there and do its job effectively. And as you guys can see what the net result is, it's absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna go ahead and walk you through the driveway. Once again, it is a large circular driveway. And if you guys are downstream injecting, this doesn't apply to you. But if you are an XJet like myself, I'm an XJet Pro, guys. I use my XJet for just about everything. You can see the sandy areas here. Those need to be blown off. I use my XJet for just about everything. Go ahead and get yourself, instead of going with what XJet sends you, go pick up some of this hose here. This is a food grade hose, but it will withstand your SH. All you're doing is using it to draw out of your chemical pail. So it's what's referred to as a siphon hose. And this is 30 feet. I was working with 12 feet of hose. 30 feet is really spectacular. This particular area here is still wet because we have just blown it off and just finished that. But you can see how beautiful that came out in comparison to what it was before. I also want to make mention to you guys out there, make sure that you have plenty of parts on your trailer, because this ball valve, although it's about $80 or $65 depending on where you get it, you can put a new male fitting on there yourself, and you can put a new male quick connect on there as well, and basically have yourself an entirely new ball valve. This not only I can regulate my pressure when rinsing, but I can also switch from my wand to my surface cleaner in just a snap without having to turn the machine off. These are absolutely crucial. So if you don't have a high pressure ball valve, you've got to get one. It doesn't add much weight. I've had this one for a couple of years and it still stands up. Occasionally I have to tighten this little bolt here. It usually comes with a cap, but they blow off after a while. So anyway, guys, I want to show you what the driveway looks like. And it just came out absolutely gorgeous. There was all kinds of tannin stains through here, berries that had melted on. We had organic matter, mold and mildew, dirt and grime. This driveway really, really looked quite awful. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the rest of the driveway. I just wanna thank everyone so much for coming out with me, seeing my videos, becoming interested in cleaning if you're do-it-yourselfer, if you're a potential homeowner who is looking to get a qualified pressure cleaner, look no further. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning, dynamite service with explosive results. You can reach me at 386-453-4213. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the balance of the driveway here, guys. And as you can see, it just came out absolutely stunning. Really, really pretty. And the homeowner had pulled out just a little while ago and he was like, wow, he just couldn't believe how great it looked compared to what it looked before. And as you guys can see, as I walk into the sunlight, just how bright and beautiful that has come out. So we'll try to see what happens if we turn this way towards the sun. I just want you guys to be able to see, you know, what that concrete looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really, really nice. So we did the walkway. If you guys remember what this walkway looked like previous to me arriving. So, and you guys can see some sand build up. Now, I've already rinsed this. That's just residual sand. So it's important to not only surface clean, you guys, but rinse and then come back through and find out maybe areas that you have missed or areas that have set up. You can either sweep that, blow that, or rinse that again. So we also just did this little area up here. I noticed that the grout lines were really black and kind of gross. So I dusted off their little patio furniture here. You know what I mean? It had some black stuff on there. I dusted in the corners. I dusted, you know, just kind of made it look pretty. I did not run chemical through here. I just dusted it off. I just wanted this to look pretty. Those pots had dirt all around them and that kind of thing. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, that they were pleased with the job. And so we're going to grab a broom and broom that off and broom that off. And that's how I'm going to handle that little job. We made sure to keep lots and lots of water on these guys and these guys. And the same for over here, because when you're running your surface cleaner through here, when you're laying chemical on, you run your fan and you kind of fan out till you hit those edges, and then you get an idea of how much chemical is dripping in here. Make sure you had water on these guys way before you do that. And then you come back, you do your surface cleaning, and you make sure you rinse those before, during, and after, everyone. Before, during, and after. So we'll get back to the driveway here, and we're going to finish out the circle. Remind you that we went that way. We went behind the garage that way. And now we're going to finish out this way. So now there are some leaves on here because this was done a couple of hours ago. And of course, if you guys look up, you know, we are pretty well surrounded by lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of trees. So they're going to get a good amount of deposits everywhere. We had some cracked foundation here, obviously, that we had to work around. But, you know, with the exception of the sand that I need to sweep off right there, you can just see how beautiful that came out. You know, even your cracks inside here are bright white and not green and black. So, and you guys can see the rest of the driveway here. And so that is a restoration and rejuvenation on a circular driveway. Thank you all so much for coming out with me today. Thank you for seeing my videos. Don't forget to get those muck boots. Don't forget to get yourself a nice G-Shock watch because you can just beat them up, get them muddy, get them sandy, get chemicals all over them, and they're not gonna die. So lots of little things. If you have any questions or you have things that you're concerned about, perhaps you want some answers, feel free to give me a call, 386-453-4213. My name is Trevor Thompson and I own TNT Pressure Cleaner. I am a member of the United Association of Mobile Cleaning Contractors. That's a professional organization of men and women who share their knowledge and experience with each other, bring each other up to date on state-of-the-art chemicals, biodegradable, earth-friendly, eco-friendly, solutions, as well as state-of-the-art equipment, brand new stuff that's coming out. It's a constant journey to continue to educate yourself and to not be stuck in the old ways. There's a lot of great stuff out there, a lot of new knowledge out there, and it's really important to be on top of your game. I know you guys are on top of your game with technology and your cell phones, so you should be on top of your game with your cleaning products and how to. You know, the Center for Disease Control came out with a study that over 70% of all upper respiratory illnesses are caused by mold and mildew. This is a health hazard for both especially the older and the younger people. So if you have kids out there, make sure you're having your house washed at least once a year. Thanks a lot, guys. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning. Have a great night.